Welcome to another edition of the most consistent, prolific, and dedicated uploads in YouTube history. This is the dynamic Sean's View Entertainment right here on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe with a major backstage update as it concerns original plans for Dean Ambrose, the WWE Network, what's happening with John Cena, Randy Orton, what about Roman Reigns, all this in one jam-packed report according to DWN. It has been noted how there was a plan to do Chris Jericho versus Seth Rollins at Night of Champions at one point, but Vince McMahon ultimately nixed those plans. After that plan was nixed, they wanted to have Rollins interfere in the John Cena versus Brock Lesnar main event like he ended up doing. That actually went according to plan. Can you believe that, ladies and gentlemen? Something actually came to fruition. They actually said something and did it. This was the planned finish before Roman Reigns went down with an injury. Original plans had Dean Ambrose costing Rollins his match against Roman Reigns. Rollins would then come back and try to cash in at the end of the show, with Cena stopping him before he could, which he did. This would have led to Cena versus Lesnar at Hell in a Cell, so that match would have happened, but right now it looks like Lesnar and Cena is off the table for now. But of course, the WWE, as we all know, can change plans. If Vince McMahon made up his mind before the if Vince McMahon made up his mind about that match, a blow-off for Rollins versus Ambrose and Reigns moving on to face Randy Orton once again. With there being no solid word on how long Reigns would be out, they went with the decision to stick with the planned finish. And here's the most interesting out of all this entire thing, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the WWE is wrong. This is where they need to up the ante, and this is where their mentality going about this is not to my liking, and I'm sure as hell I know it's not going to be in your liking. Okay, this is not how you go about things. DWN says how WWE feels they had a lot of leeway with disqualifications and screwy finishes with major matches now that the pay-per-view cost on the WWE Network is $9.99 instead of $54.95. Well, what about those people that paid $54.95 to see a screwjob finish or not a complete main event? I'm sure there's a lot of people, because you know the SummerSlam buy rate just came in, and surprisingly, it was a decent number. So imagine those people if there was a screwy finish. Well, I mean, the match between Lesnar and Cena was kind of one-sided, so I'm sure people felt kind of, you know, screwed out of their money that they paid, you know, $54.95 to see a one-sided match. But I'll give the benefit of the doubt for that one. But Night of Champions, $54.95. You're paying that money and you're expecting to see, you know, a conclusive finish. You're looking to see a definitive end, and that's not what we got at Night of Champions. But here's where the WWE thinks that they can just fall back and give lackluster performances, give screw job endings. Listen, it's okay to do that to certain degrees. It's okay to do that on occasions, but to do that on a pay-per-view, I think is going to make a lot of people mad, a lot of people upset. And that's the thing. The WWE thinks that just because the network is $9.99, that they can just give forth a performance that's not worthy of what they are used to be, as they're used to giving. There's a lot of leeway now. There's a lot of slack to be cut, but a lot of people have a problem with that, and I can see why. So, ladies and gentlemen, your comments, your opinions, subscribe.